Okay, next we're going to tackle slope. And how do we determine what the slope is? Based on a couple of different examples here. First, from given 2 points on a line that these are going to be on, and then from an equation that describes the line. Okay, so first of all, what is slope? Slope is basically the rise over the run. Okay, so look at a graph. Let me see if I can draw this. I draw it over here. Draw a graph of a line. And let's draw a line going like this. Okay, the rise over run. Okay, so let's pick a point here, right there, and pick another point right there. Okay, so to get the slope, which is this right here on the line, it's going to be the rise, which is going to be a change, and this is x, this is y. So the rise is a change in y, which we would write down as delta, which is change of y, over change in x. Change in x is going to be between these two numbers here, and the change in y will be between right here, between this number and this number. All right, so with that in mind, we go back to the coordinates here. With the coordinates here, you know, x is xy is what you have an xy coordinate. All right, so change in y over x is the same thing as pick one coordinate as y1 minus y2 over x1 over x2. The thing is, with 2 points, you have to be consistent on which is your first set of points and which is your second set of points within the problem that you're doing. All right, so let's say this is our first point, this is our second point, just for what we have here. So slope, which is m, which is a change in y over change in x, equals y1, okay, xy, first y is a 5, minus y2, the minus 1, over, okay, we have to stay consistent. We can't say, okay, x is going to be between this one and that one. No, we have to start right here. First x is going to be a 3, okay, minus a 3. Whoa, we got a problem there. We're dividing by 0. That's not good. Okay, so basically we have 6 over 0, which is not a slope at all. It's undefined. So what's that mean? Let's look at the graph here for this. Very small graph. Okay. And let's see, x is 3, y is 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the first point right there. Next one, x is 3 and y is minus 1. Y is minus 1. So that's the point right here. I'll move it down. So this line here is the line we're trying to get the slope for. Well, basically this equation is x is equal to 3. And for any point you have here, it's a solution that's going to be x equals 3. Y can range from way real big, you know, a billion up here and a minus a billion here. But still the line's going to be x over 3. And that tells you that there is the slope, there is no slope to this line. Because basically the answer is, the slope is y equal mx plus b. Okay? There's no y-intercept here. X is 0, y is something, because x is going to be 3. So there's no y-intercept. Okay? And there is no slope to this because there's no relationship here. X is equal to 3 is the only thing you have. There's no slope. X 6 over 0 is undefined. There's no slope. All right. Next one here we're going to go through is a little bit more straightforward. So m is equal to, let's change the order just for grins. They say, okay, we'll start with this one. Is 1, this is 2. You can choose either one as long as you're consistent within the same problem. So for example, we're going to say y1 is 9 minus 7. Not 7, 6, excuse me, 6. Aha. Okay, then we're going to say 8 minus 7. Take the first one, 9 minus 6, and this is the x, 8 minus 7. And that's going to equal, let's see, 9 minus 6 is 3, over 1 is equal to 3. Slope is equal to 3. So for this one, if we graph it, and we're going to make it a little mini graph here because I'm running out of room. So the 0.76, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 6 is right there. And 8, 9. Well, okay, so this is 7, 8, 9, and 8, 9, excuse me, 8. So we have 8 is here, and this is 6, right? 7, 8, 9 is going to be kind of hard. So basically there. That's going to be your line. Okay. And the slope is 3, rise over run. So if we look at this, this is not drawn very well, but the rise is, for every 1 I go over, I go up 3. Yeah, that's probably true. Again, the graph is not the best, but gets you the idea of what we're doing here. Okay, so basically you can find slope if you have 2 points. And if you get here and you go, I'm stuck, 6 over 0, the slope, there is no slope. Well, why is there no slope? Because in this case is x equal 3. Okay? All right, so we try to find a slope here from an equation. 2y equals x plus 2. Well, the equation of a line is y equal mx plus b, as far as if we're trying to find slope. M is your slope, and that's your y-intercept. Okay, so if we have y and x, we might as well get it in the form of y equal mx plus b, which allows us to find the slope. So, and for this equation, you have to divide both sides by what? 2. So, y equals this whole quantity, x plus 2 over divided by 2. Okay, let's break it apart a little bit. This is y equals x over 2 plus 2 over 2, which is 1. Okay, so what's the slope? The slope here is 1/2. M is equal to 1/2, which is what you're multiplying x by. That's it. Not much else to do with that. You could also, put a couple points in and draw a line if you want. We can do that later. Here's another one. 5 plus y is equal to x minus 5. Well, we need to get y on the left-hand side, basically, to have this form. So we need to subtract 5 from both sides. Okay. So y is equal to x plus 10. Oops, minus 10. My mistake there. So slope is going to be 1. M is equal to 1. 1 times x. Okay. So if we draw the equation, we have the equation here. We can draw the graph. The other thing is, like I said, b is the y-intercept. What's a y-intercept? Okay, for this one, it's pretty simple. Okay, so this is basically y is equal to x over 2 plus 1. Y-intercept basically means when x is 0, what does y become? So this is also a quick way to graph this. Okay, so let's do the graph of this real quick here. Okay, let's find a couple points here, and we'll go over here, x and y. So get the y-intercept first of all. X is 0. X is 0. Y is 1. Okay. Another easy thing to do here is say, okay, x is 0, y equal 1. If y is 0, what would x be? Well, x over 2 plus 1 is equal to 0, right? So we have x over 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. 1. Okay, so x over 2 is equal to minus 1. Gotta get on the other side. And multiply both sides by 2 in order to get rid of the minus. Divide by 2 here. So 2 times this times 2. X is equal to minus 2. So when y is 0, x is minus 2. So let's draw this. Try to do it to scale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. First point, x is 0, y is 1. X is 0, y is 1. This, of course, is y. That's x. So x is 0, y is 1. Boom. X is minus 2, and y is 0. So that would be right there. And there is your beautiful graph. And then we go, okay, how do I check to see, does that make sense? What was the slope? The slope was 1/2. So it's rise over run. So for every run of 2, I go up 1. So if I run 2, I go 1, 2, I go up 1. There's my slope. That one makes sense. Okay, so that's basically what we're trying to show here is finding slope from 2 points and also from an equation, also how to graph it, and how you can check to see if it makes sense. So that's it.